Bank of America is reported to have announced that it is launching a competitive product to Ripple and XLM. I haven't found it actively reported everywhere, but it does appear at the bitcoinexchange.com. Per their report titled, Bank of America plans to open a Ripple, XRP, and Stellar XLM competitor for cross-bank operations. This was bitcoinexchangeguide.com, 10/6/2018 by Shiraz. Article reads, it has just come to light that the Bank of America is all set to deploy a new app that will allow customers to transfer their money across banks like Merrill Lynch, Merrill Edge, or US Trust without having to go through the process of re-authentication every time a transfer is made between the aforementioned financial institutions. App is primarily tailored to suit the needs of those clients who own $1 million or more worth of assets and are looking to transact between Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, and the Merrill Lynch family of banks without facing any regulatory red tape or high processing fees. The author further states that this move can significantly take on the likes of Ripple and Stellar Payment Railway Services. Hi, this is Jeff with the HODL Report. Join me on today's video as we explore the true nature of the relationship of Bank of America with cryptocurrency and with Ripple. If you enjoyed today's video, please remember to give a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, add some comments so we can have a little bit of discourse on this topic. And with that, let's get into today's video. So Bank of America, in my opinion, is really a great discussion topic for multiple reasons. Bank of America is on the Ripple website as a RippleNet committee partner. Bank of America actually started filing patents for blockchain technology back in 2014. Bank of America actually recently filed a new cryptocurrency patent in August of 2018. Bank of America has actually expressed pessimism towards cryptocurrency while pursuing their own internal initiatives. Bank of America have been mentioned really over the past 6 months or so as working with Ripple and being part of RippleNet, and in the media this last week announcing a potential competitor app to Ripple and XLM. Now, what I really want to do is take a look into the true nature of the involvement and working relationship between Ripple and Bank of America. If Bank of America has been a member of the RippleNet committee, it really stands to reason that the new Bank of America technology would be built on Ripple. Let's take a walk backwards over the course of the past year or so in the news as it relates to Bank of America and cryptocurrency. I want to try and connect the dots on Bank of America and Bank of America's embracing of cryptocurrency and potentially XRP. February 2nd of 2018, this was published on thehill.com by John Bowden. The title, Bank of America to bar customers buying cryptocurrencies with credit cards. Bank of America wasn't the only one. We saw JP Morgan and many others beginning to ban the use of credit cards for the purchase of cryptocurrency. Bank of America announced Friday that it would begin flagging and declining transactions made with credit cards to known cryptocurrency exchanges. A spokeswoman for the nation's second largest credit card issuer said the bank would begin declining such transactions as early as Friday. Customers will still be able to purchase cryptocurrencies with Bank of America accounts tied to debit or ATM, etc., etc. So this was then followed up that same month, February 23rd. This was on CNBC.com. Evelyn Chang. Bank of America is worried about the threat of cryptocurrency to its business. So is this really, when we see a lot of the negativity, the quote-unquote fake news, I think this is where we begin to see that there's really a threat or a fear coming from those who are spreading the FUD, spreading the fake news. But let's see here. Cryptocurrencies pose a competitive threat to Bank of America's business, the company said in a regulatory filing on Thursday. Clients may choose to conduct business with other market participants who engage in business or offer products in areas we deem speculative or risky, such as cryptocurrencies, the bank said. Such increased competition may negatively affect our earnings or affect the willingness of our clients to do business with us. The comments were part of an annual 10-K filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. I find this really interesting, and you'll see why, about the bank's operations and business risks. The bank said it had no further comment. The SEC filing also noted that digital currencies limit the bank's ability to track movement of funds and comply with the laws such as anti-money laundering regulation. True or not? But then the Bank of America continues and doubles down. So it doesn't really matter if all the facts they state are accurate or true, but they do state them. So, okay, Bank of America CTO calls Bitcoin troubling, reconfirms credit card purchase ban. This was May 10th of 2018. Bank of America doubled down on its decision to stop customers buying Bitcoin with its credit cards on May 10th. The bank's official called cryptocurrency troubling, according to CNBC. Speaking to CNBC in an edition of the network Squawk Box segment, Bank of America CTO Kathy Bessant said that cryptocurrencies are designed to be not transparent. I don't know where they get this, and thus hinder banks' attempts to catch bad guys. This is their focus. Okay. As a payment system, I think it's troubling because the foundation of the banking system is on the transparency between the sender and the receiver, and cryptocurrency is designed to be nothing of the sort. In fact, it's designed to not be transparent, she told the program. Okay. This is, I think it's troubling the statements they're making. We're seeing very clearly the message that Bank of America wants us to believe. We know that what is being reported isn't accurate, isn't 100% true, could be considered FUD. And the truth is that they were actually very much interested in embracing blockchain and cryptocurrency, and they just appear really to be jealous of all that's happening without them as the #2 bank in the U.S. And they see with the movements on all the different exchanges, with Ripple, with the XRP, with Bitcoin, with et cetera, et cetera. I think they were feeling a little bit left out. So now here's what's interesting. So June 20th, an article, this was on fortune.com by Lucinda Shen. Here's why Bank of America has filed nearly 50 blockchain-related patents. So here we go from negativity to, oh, by the way, Bank of America has actually filed 50 blockchain-related patents. Bank of America, one of the world's largest banks, also holds the most live patents in the blockchain space. The reason? The bank doesn't want to be left behind. There you go. Underline, underline, underline. Bank of America is currently the largest holder of blockchain-related patents among all companies, according to research from Mark Kaufman, an attorney co-chairing the Blockchain Intellectual Property Council at the U.S. Chamber of Digital Commerce. With about 45 live patents in hand, meaning they are current and that they're current and haven't expired, Bank of America actually beats out even IBM in the number that they're holding. So I find that interesting. I find it interesting that a bank that claims to see a distinct threat in cryptocurrency has filed for and holds so many valid patents. In fact, the first patent registration actually appears in 2014. It wasn't through 2018. So the first patent files in 2014. If cryptocurrency is so troubling as Bank of America has claimed in that May article, then why did they file for a cryptocurrency exchange patent in December of 2017? So let's look at this. Bank of America wins patent for crypto exchange system. This was CoinDesk.com by Nicholas D. December 7, 2017. Bank of America may be looking into cryptocurrency exchange services for its corporate clients, or at least keeping its option open should they become interested. In a patent awarded by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office on Tuesday, the second largest bank in the U.S., outlined a potential cryptocurrency exchange system that would convert one digital currency into another. Further, the system would be automated, establishing the exchange rate between the two currencies based on external data feeds. The proposed system would collect data from external information sources on cryptocurrency exchange rates and use this data to establish its own optimal rate. The patent notes this service would be for enterprise-level customers only. Then, Bank of America. So now let's go backwards a couple years prior. We're going to go back to 2015. So this was December of 2017. They're filing for an exchange. Let's go to the patent they filed in 2014. This was reported on CoinDesk by Pete Rizzo, September 21st, 2015. Bank of America files patent for cryptocurrency wire transfer system. So we're talking about 4 years ago. The U.S. Patent and Trade, 3 years ago as of September, but this was filed on March 17th of 2014. So 3.5 years ago. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office has published a patent filed by U.S. financial service giant Bank of America that seeks to protect a system for wire transfers using cryptocurrency technology. So again, in 2018, cryptocurrency is troubling. It's bad. It's a bad technology because they don't have enough safeguards. And Bank of America acts as though they've had no part in cryptocurrency or blockchain. But here we go, March 17, 2014, patent published, seeks to protect a system by which electronic funds could be sent between customer accounts using the underlying blockchain of a given cryptocurrency as the rails for payment. The system described, for example, would enable customer funds to be converted at a cryptocurrency exchange and then sent to a second cryptocurrency exchange to be converted into a foreign currency before the value is moved to a recipient. So it sounds fairly familiar. It looks like a form of payment, cross-border payment potentially. Durbin and Ronca suggest that such a system would be designed to bypass traditional wire transfer services. So they're looking for a way around, reducing dependency on third-party networks, meaning SWIFT, and increasing the reliability of fund transfers. Initiating fund transfers using cryptocurrency allows for the technical effect of conducting a foreign fund transfer in less time than a foreign fund transfer currently, as it avoids delays that may be caused by relying on third-party systems and services. The filing continues. Further, it suggests that fund transfers using cryptocurrency would reduce the need to transfer customer information to a third-party system, thereby increasing control and security of customer data during such transactions. While the filing uses the term cryptocurrency generally throughout, it does name Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, and Dogecoin as specific examples. So what I find interesting again, and this was 2015, September of 2015, this article came out. As of 2015, Bank of America was a RippleNet committee representative obviously for RippleNet with Ripple. And so it's just, all of this seems just a little familiar and interesting. And again, this is coming from a bank that has said that cryptocurrency was troubling. So we're seeing kind of a trend being established here. Now, December 18th of 2015, so a few months later, 10 new Bank of America cryptocurrency patents were published. This was on CoinDesk.com by Stan Higgins. The U.S. Patent and Trademark Office published 10 patent applications yesterday that were filed by Bank of America in June of last year. So these were filed previous to. The list of proposals includes a real-time conversion system, a cryptocurrency transaction payment system, a cryptocurrency suspicious user alert system, patent applications for offline storage, offline wallets, risk detection, and transaction validation were also being published amongst others. To date, Bank of America submitted 11 patent applications related to cryptocurrencies, suggesting that the firm may be looking to build, really, or at least conceptualize a fully realized cryptocurrency network. Today's release follows the publication of a patent application for a cryptocurrency wire transfer system in September that we had just reviewed. So we're seeing a trend building within Bank of America, really embracing the concept of this technology. As it was stated, they didn't want to be left behind, but they're spending a significant amount of time and resources developing the patents and coming up with the concepts for technology that is very important. But we're also seeing a lot of similarities in terms of technology that is already in existence now within the RippleNet system. And so it's just very, very interesting as we get to this point. So now let's fast forward back to August 24th of 2018. Bank of America wants to patent a cryptocurrency storage system. So this would be offline. So let's see here. This was ccn.com. Bank of America, the second largest banking institution in the United States, has filed another patent application for a system that manages cryptocurrency storage in an enterprise environment. Public documents published on Thursday by the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office show that the Charlotte, North Carolina-based firm has furthered its research into securing private keys in an institutional organization. So this is so now we see more and more development from Bank of America. The patent, which specifically details how a computing device would manage blockchain encryption tags, is the continuation of a proposal for a cryptocurrency online vault storage system that Bank of America first began developing in 2014. The patent envisions a future in which cryptocurrency is widely adopted by the general public, but that consumers still entrust their funds to custodians. So this would be a custodial type arrangement, such as banks, rather than maintaining their own private keys. So, so again, here's just a few months ago, Bank of America saying cryptocurrency is troubling because of all these issues that they see. But in actuality, here they are again. They have a patent that envisions a future in which cryptocurrency will be widely adopted by the public, but they still see that the public wants a bank to be a custodian of their private keys and of their cryptocurrencies. So they still want to use and have the comfort that there's a bank behind, but behind holdings and investments, and people that still won't trust themselves to manage their own private keys. So I think, again, this is interesting. So now let's dig in a little bit further on this, and let's see what Bank of America has been doing with Ripple. And again, you know, we're looking at a very short time frame here now. But in June, so again, just a few months ago, but all this is really all compressed. So we're seeing all these different messages that seem to be coming out because we see the reality of what's happening. Here they are actually issuing and going after patents, while at the same time, we're seeing Bank of America issuing statements that seem to be contrary to their patents. Now, June 1st, Daily HODL.com reported the company says it now has a total of 120 customers on its network. RippleNet, the team is signing production contracts at a record rate, adding 20 new firms this year alone. Some of Ripple's high-profile customers include Bank of America, Credit Agricole, Mizuho Financial Group, Santander. So the title of that was Ripple now has 120 customers, including Bank of America, with many utilizing XRP. I've dug through. I've tried to find more information around this. There were articles. I know there were articles a few months back. I know I read them about this, and it seems like a lot of it has disappeared. I know there were some videos out there that made mention of it, and those videos, I went to look for them, are gone. So I don't know if anybody out there has access to these videos where it mentions that Bank of America was in fact working with Ripple outside of being on the RippleNet committee. But let's draw some conclusions to that, because I believe that that's still very significant, because Bank of America is on the RippleNet committee. And this is per their current website as of right now. I just did the lookup just to double check to make sure it was there. The previous website, it was very upfront. Now you have to dig a little bit to find it. But what is the RippleNet committee? Since 2015, go back to some of those initial reports of the patent filings from Bank of America. But since 2015, Ripple and an advisory team made up of a diverse set of leading transaction bankers have been building a rule book, a common framework that ensures operational consistency and legal clarity for every transaction. This group actively advises on maintaining and enhancing the rules and standards as RippleNet grows. Now, Bank of America is one of a handful of banks on this committee, so you can draw some conclusions from this. And really, here's the question then, this open question: why would Bank of America be a participant of the RippleNet committee, an advisor, and part of the building of this rule book, which is designed to set operational standards of the participants of RippleNet, if Bank of America wasn't part of or planning to be part of Ripple and the RippleNet and utilizing the Ripple solution, and even that, as it grows, in fact, using XRapid and the XCurrent and the whole solution. Now, the campaigns of misinformation that banks and governments feed us to divert our attention away from their true initiatives, I think we see this over and over and over again. It's definitely pretty consistent with politics, but over the past year, I think we've seen this misinformation campaign, not only from Bank of America, but many others, but we see so many inconsistencies. We see the message that Bank of America wanted us to see and wanted us to believe, and then we see all the activity that they're doing behind the scenes. So it's kind of a do as I say, not as I do. And so let's not see all of the work behind the scenes that Bank of America is setting the stage for them to be a player in this space, while at the same time telling everybody, no, we don't want any part of it because it's bad. Now, Bank of America has been researching crypto and blockchain since 2014 and filing their first patent in 2014. They've actually submitted close to 50 patents. They've recently submitted a patent to store crypto and act as a custodian for cryptocurrency investment. Bank of America is a RippleNet committee member. And so as let's look at all of this and really come to a conclusion, because there's really only two potential outcomes from all of this. Number one, Bank of America is using the Ripple platform and doesn't want anybody to know about it. Or two, Bank of America has truly developed their own working solution and they're parting ways with Bank of America. And if that was true, they may try to build a Ripple competitor, but why would they try to reinvent technology? This isn't their wheelhouse. They're not into the technology development. They're a bank. But so if they're already part of this RippleNet committee and they've already seen this amazing technology that nobody else has, there's not another blockchain out there that has the same technology that Ripple has. So why would Bank of America, even though they've been filing patents since 2014 and they realize what's needed, they know exactly what's required to function and operate if that's the case. So they're not going in this blind. And again, Ripple has been around since 2012. They've had solid technology. Why would Bank of America attempt to reinvent this technology when it's known that a better technology already exists, is proven, is being used by other major banks around the world, and is a solution that Bank of America is already part of their standards committee? It really doesn't make any sense that they would lock themselves into developing their own technology, and it makes all the sense that they are utilizing Ripple as a platform to build out this app. And really, at the end of the day, they're participating and they're part of the overall Ripple solution and will be part of the overall Ripple ecosystem. And as we move into it and XRapid becomes more popular and used, and when it goes into full utility, I firmly believe that Bank of America will be right there using it as well. So that's it for today. Let's wrap it up. Just a quick disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not giving you any kind of financial advice. I'm expressing my opinions on this video. Did a little bit of research to attempt to connect some dots with everything that's going on with Bank of America and Ripple. I don't know if my opinion is accurate, but that's what I get out of it. If I can offer any advice here, it's to do your own research. Invest only what you want to invest in. Invest only what you can afford to lose when you do invest. And don't buy or sell based on FUD or FOMO that's spread online, and go all the way back to the top and do your own research. If you are concerned about securing your cryptocurrency, and you should be, make sure that you get a Ledger Nano S. You're hearing it from many of the other YouTubers as well. There's a link. I'll pin it in the top of my comments. It's critical that you have one. Move all of your cryptocurrency into a safe storage area off of the exchanges. Manage it. Take control. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you on my next video, and keep on hodling your crypto.